Hi, and welcome to this video tutorial which goes over the Hope College Student Management System, FADINA, and we're going to be talking about examinations, how to set them up, and how to grade them. So after you've logged into the FADINA system, you'll notice that there is an icon here. It's called Examinations. Now this is where you manage all of the exams for the Hope College and all of the courses. So if you click on Examinations, you'll come to the main home page here. This is a very simple and easy layout. Basically what we have set up here is we have the grading levels up in the top left. These are currently set up already for Hope College, so you do not need to change them in here, but you can set them up for individual courses or change them if needed be. The second area is the Exam and Management tab. This is where you actually create the new exams and enter their results. This is the main area that we're going to be looking at today. Now the other areas are additional exams. These would be exams you create that are additional, that are not included in the normal course exams. You probably won't need to use this. The other three options are actually how you can print and view reports for either the specific exam, the subject, or a group that you've created for the exams. So let's click on Exam Management, and we're going to create a new exam. So the first thing you need to do when you create exam is you need to select the course that you want to create the exam for. So earlier today I created a test student. His name was Joe Test, and I put him in this course, the 30772 QLD. So this is the certificate for in Christian Ministry and Theology. So I'm just going to click on it to select it. Now you can see once I've selected it, there is currently no exams for that course. So what we need to do is we need to create an exam for this course. So let's click up here where it says New, and now I'm going to create an exam. I'm going to label this exam Term 1 2012. This is because we're in the beginning of 2012, and this will be for the first term. And then I can select the different ways of the exam type. I'm going to put Mark and Grades and click Save. Okay, now we can actually go into the exam here and select what courses are for this exam. Now keep in mind I did say this is Term 1 2012, so in Term 1 we only have a certain number of courses. But if you look below, you'll see all of the courses that are related to that subject of the certificate for in Christian Ministry and Theology. So first thing you need to do is enter in the maximum mark and the minimum mark. So 85 is the maximum for Hope and 0 is the minimum. And then you'll see that it's already filled in for all of the courses. And then you need to select the time that it's going to start. Well, Term 1 starts on the 6th, so let's just say that 2 weeks into the term we're going to have the exam, even though that's not really realistic, and I'm just going to put it on the same day just for ease. Now I'm going to copy these over to a few of these. Let's say we have 4 courses. We'll have 4 courses that all are on the same day within the Term 1. Now what I want to do is select over here where it says Do Not Create for all of the courses that are not in Term 1. So simply I go down, click all the little boxes, simple enough, and now click Save Changes. Okay, so now you can see here, Term 1 2012. This is the exam that is located under the certificate for in Christian Ministry. Now if I click on this Term 1, I can actually open the exam and see, there we go. This shows us our grading level. This shows us the maximum minimum mark. We can delete this if we want to remove this, and these are our 4 subjects that are located in here. So now let's say you want to actually edit one of these exams and enter in the numbers. So after the exam has already taken place, you've graded the students and you want to enter their marks, then you just come in and click on the subject, Fundamental Christianity A. And now you'll be able to see all of the students that are located, that are associated with this 30772 QLD course, and they're all listed here. Well, that's a pretty big list. So let's say I want to find Joe. Well, if you have an internet browser that supports Find, which 99% of them do, you just click on Edit, go to Find, and you'll see my little box down here, and I'm just going to type in Joe Test. And look at there's Joe Test. I'm going to close that out so you guys can see. So here's Joe Test towards the bottom. So I didn't have to scroll through all of those things. And let's say Joe Test, he's an excellent student. We're going to give him an 85. And not just an 85, we're going to make a little comment. Talked too much, but very smart. Probably going to put something more professional, but just in case. Now I'm going to click Save. Okay, so now you can see that the exam scores have been updated. So Joe's exam score should already be in there. High distinction based on our predefined score marks that we put before. So that's fantastic. Now if you want to just back out of here, or you can just go to Dashboard. Let me just go out so you can show you the easy way. So here's examinations. I'll click on this again. Okay, so now that we've actually entered in some data for one of the students on one of the exams, let's print or view a report so we can see how he's done or how the entire class is done. So if you go in here, you can actually do a report on the exam. So if I click on Exam-Wise Report, now I select the batch. So I put Joe in this batch here. Now I can select the actual exam. So now this is the course and this is the specific exam, so term 1. So if you had 4 terms in there for the year, then you just select which term. Now I click View. Now the first screen that's going to come up, this is going to show us per student. So this is for one of the students here, and I'm just going to click on Consolidate Report. Now this will show us for the overall for everybody. And I'm just going to scroll down. None of the other students have any information. You can see Joe Test. He's got 100% because he's a fantastic student. Alright, that's it. Very simple. And if you want to print out a report, you can print out a report and you can see where all the students are, and it's very easy to keep track of how they've done throughout the term. Alright, now let's say we want to actually see per student. We can just go out here. Let's go to Student Details. We're going to look for an individual student, our test student, Mr. Joe Test. Now I'm going to click on him. Okay, so let's say we want to see what Joe had done. So let's click on Report. And we click on Term 1 for his recent exam. And we can see Joe has done fantastic. He scored 85, 100%. Okay, now let's go back. So that's it. That's very simple. That's how you keep track of the information. And basically this is a very simple and easy way that once you set up all the exams for the entire year or per course or per term, then it's very simple to keep track of how each student does and actually see reports for the entire class and print those reports out. Alright, this concludes this tutorial.